do this. Hi. Thank you so much for watching my video and clicking to listen to this. Before we start, I just want to apologize if there are loud noises. I tried to close my windows and they are stuck. And I'm too weak to close them, and B, too lazy to try and close them. So please suffer through the noise with me if it comes down to it. This week's blog post / this week's video is me coming out. I'm coming out as bisexual, if not obvious by my t-shirt that says that it is not a phase. I think that is, thought it was very poignant to do it right now, or at least to make this video right now, as I've been out for a while. But as this week is Bisexuality Awareness Week, which is very important, I am linking some very important infographics, information, and hotlines down below in my description on places that you should go to learn and educate and also help out people who are in need of help because of their sexuality and things like that. But since this is Bisexuality Awareness Week, I thought this was a great time to make and release this video. As a proud bisexual, I thought I would capitalize on this week. So, let us read. I'm coming out. Alright, here we go. I've been staring at this blank screen and at my keyboards for hours now, knowing what I want to say and yet struggling to say it all the same. So I'm just going to say it, and then it'll be out there, and we can continue. I am bisexual. So yeah. This may be a bit of a surprise to some people, and it may not be a surprise to others. I mean, it's not really a surprise to me, obviously. I spent a lot of my childhood and teenage years trying to explain away the feelings I had towards women, and I don't want to do that anymore. I've come out to my family and some close friends over the last year. Since I fully admitted to myself that I am bi, and in the period between me admitting it to myself and writing this post, I've looked back at all the times that I would try and justify the gay away. It's almost comical, the things that I would brush off. Like, if older Christy could talk to younger Christy, she'd be like, girl, you're overthinking this. When I was younger, I had posters all over my wall. Posters of the Jonas Brothers and Selena Gomez and the Twilight cast, and they covered every square inch of my room. I genuinely wish that I still had a photo of how insane my walls used to look like. And sometimes I would put on this pretty pink lip gloss and kiss my Nick Jonas poster goodbye before I went to school. And sometimes I would also kiss my Selena Gomez poster. I would justify this in my brain as not wanting her to feel lonely. Come on, Christy. It was obvious enough when I would feel jealous when male actors got to kiss Selena Gomez in shows. Me kissing her goodbye should have been a very clear indication to me that I was bi. But for real, Selena Gomez definitely gets a good amount of credit for me coming to terms with being bisexual. I mean, come on, it's Selena Gomez. She's freaking gorgeous. Speaking of sexual awakenings, my family is super Catholic and Latino, which means we never talked about sex, which means that when puberty hit and I started feeling these things, I had no one to talk to. Which means I turned to the internet. And on the internet, I found a video that opened my eyes sexually, and that video was Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair kissing in Cruel Intentions. I used to watch that video all the time, thinking that because it was two girls that it made it safe somehow, but in reality I just liked it. I would hide my browser history and have excuses ready just in case my family saw, knowing that they wouldn't understand why I was looking at videos of kissing to begin with, let alone two girls kissing. I in no way want to blame my parents for why it took me so long to come out, but growing up Catholic and hearing comments being made about homosexuality and the right kind of love definitely made me feel dirty about the way I thought about girls. My church never said anything negative about the LGBTQ community, but they didn't outright say anything positive either. I didn't really grow up seeing anyone from the LGBT community around me or on TV, So all I had to go off was comments I'd hear about the Bible and the church and Latinos in general and how they view homosexuality. I mean, I grew up when gay was just a word you used to call things dumb and stupid. There is heavy negative implications to being a part of that community growing up that I kept trying to tell myself I couldn't be bi because of that. I would tell myself that everyone found girls attractive a little bit, and every girl thought about what it'd be like to kiss girls. Obviously, all of that's dumb. I'm bi, and that's okay. So I want to address why I decided to come out now. I texted my sister earlier telling her that I'm feeling nervous to officially come out. Worried if my girlfriends would feel uncomfortable around me, that men would over-sexualize me, that the bi community wouldn't accept me, and fearing that people would think that was just a step to coming out as a lesbian. I had so many reasons why I was nervous to come out, and my sister asked me, why, then, do I want to come out now? I jokingly said, convenience, but it's partially that. I'd already accepted and kind of came out to myself last year during Pride Month. I came out to some close friends, but because I wasn't publicly out, I felt like I couldn't really celebrate Pride Month. Me fully being on bi TikTok, I felt this call to talk about it more and celebrate this part of myself. So what it really comes down to, the real reason I decided to come out now, is that I wish I would have earlier. I've had the honor of knowing and following an amazingly supportive and inspiring group of Latinx bisexuals or Latina bisexuals and seeing them embrace their culture while also embracing their sexuality. It's been awe-inspiring. I always knew Latinas could be bisexual, obviously, but in a culture that is so rooted in tradition, I didn't see how I could come out, except the fact that I could one day marry a woman and still feel a part of my culture. I wanted to be a part of the inspiring group of Latina bisexuals instead of just observing from the outside. I want to be a reason someone decided to accept themselves fully one day. So yeah, that's it. I'm bisexual. A part of me feels like I don't want anything to change after this, but the other part of me is ready to be a part of this community that I've watched from the sidelines as an ally for so long. To all my friends, to my family, to anyone who has maybe guessed that I'm bi, thank you for supporting me and loving me, especially my sister. She was the first person I really officially, seriously came out to. Even though her response of, okay, what movie are we watching tonight, was not as dramatic as I wanted, I appreciated that she accepted it and me so quickly. My sister told me the night I came out to her that she wasn't overly surprised. So it's possible if you're reading this or watching this and you know me, that you're not either. But if you are, don't surprise. I really wanted to name this blog post and this YouTube video. I put the bi in bitchin'. I didn't, obviously. So yeah, that was it. Short and simple. Me coming out. As this is a YouTube video and I can talk a little bit longer, let's expand on this. I have done a lot of thinking since I have come out. I have done a lot of reflecting. It's insane to me that there is a stigma, there is even remotely a stigma on bisexuality. Like it genuinely is insane to me. This idea of this concept that people can't love more than one gender or like just anyone other than the opposite sex is like genuinely insane to me. I also want to say that I fall under the bisexuals, and like, not that other people don't or you have to clarify this, but bisexuality means loving one or more genders. So just because I claim bisexuality and not pansexuality does not mean that I do not love people who are, or I don't think I could love someone who is trans or non-binary. I definitely fall under just the category of or more persons. But yeah, like this concept that you can't love a woman or a man or a non-binary person the same way is just completely insane to me. And I'm not saying that everyone should be bisexual, but like, I think you should really look into the why of it all. Are you falling under just this heteronormative constraint that we put ourselves in? Or are you really not? And that's totally okay if you're not. Like, I'm not telling everyone to go out there and be bisexual. Please, like, I don't need more competition. No, but just like, I've always prided myself on my ability to love. I'm someone who loves deeply. I'm someone who loves a lot. I'm someone who gives my love to a lot of people, even to people who probably don't fully deserve it. I love completely and wholeheartedly. And as I've come to terms and even just accepted within myself my bisexuality, I've accepted this part that is part of it. I just love people, and there is no question in my mind that like I could love and raise a woman. Wow. That I could love a woman and like raise a family with a woman or with someone who's non-binary. Like do I have these fears within myself sometimes of like letting go of this picture perfect constraint of a relationship, of a future, the way that I have grown up to see it? Yeah, I still have those fears sometimes. But at the same time, like, I've had feelings for women before, and like I just have gotten into this place of not wanting to hide that anymore, to hide this part of myself. I really do fully believe that, like, I really do hope also that me expressing this makes someone who is in this state that I was in before of like questioning and fearing that they can love themselves, especially in the Latin community. Like, I know everyone has different experiences, but for me, in my family, it was heteronormity is the norm, you know? There's no question about it. You, from a very young age, you get taught like, ooh, a little boy's talking to you, that's gonna be your future boyfriend. Like, that's just what you hear. And I'm very grateful and honored and proud to be a part of a family who is changing that. Like, my sister and my brother-in-law are such amazing parents, and they don't push that onto my nephew. My nephew makes comments sometimes about like wanting to marry a girl when he's older, but like I think that's also partially like just him. It's never been put onto him, and I think that is beautiful. They are raising him in such a beautiful way and allowing him to explore the constructs of gender, and, you know, obviously he's young, so not fully sexuality, but like they're not putting that constraint on him, and I think that's beautiful. I really am hopeful for a future that just has those conversations. Not that everyone has to be, you know, bisexual or gay or they, them, or non-binary, all those things, but just the ability to have those conversations and accept that outright. I think it would be beautiful. I think I might have had a different life if I would have accepted this earlier. I think that I would have maybe loved myself a little bit better. But it's never too late to start. It's never too late to come out of the closet or to accept yourself fully. Genuinely, it's never too late. I mean, I'm still pretty young, but like in the scheme of life, like I feel like I've done so much already, but I'm happy that I've accepted this part of myself. And so if you are fearing or you are questioning or you are wondering your own sexuality, but you worry that it's too late, it's not. It's not too late. Literally, it's never too late. Please take a moment to look at the description and to look at all of those links that I posted. I want to thank you so much for watching my video. I want to thank you so much for leaving positive comments only about bisexuality and about me. And I want to thank you so much for watching and supporting me, especially in this video. Rock on. Until next time. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. If you like what you saw, make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any suggestions on topics I should talk about, you can leave a comment below, or you can visit the Christy Zwamp blog, which is christyswamp.com, and write a suggestion in the contact me section. Thanks so much.